Star Trek is about to drop the story that America would not have dared touch during the 1960s. Star Trek has mostly been ahead of the curve in terms of representation, going back to original series greats such as Sulu and Uhura, the latter of which will star in a special one-shot from IDW celebrating Black History Month. As reported on IGN, IDW will release Star Trek: Deviations, Threads of Destiny in February. The one-shot, which will be written by Stephanie Williams and drawn by Greg Maldonado, is an alternate take on the original series classic, City on the Edge of Forever. Uhura's importance to good representation on television cannot be understated. Uhura actress Nichelle Nichols was a trailblazer in both civil rights and gender equality. Nyota Uhura, the Enterprise's communications officer, was a trailblazer in both science fiction and television as a whole. Prior to Uhura, black actors and actresses played characters usually subservient to the story's white protagonists. Yet Uhura, who was a bridge officer and part of the chain of command, was anything but. Uhura was created right as the civil rights movement was gaining steam in America, and Nichols was at the forefront. She famously met Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during the production of the original Star Trek. King was a fan of Nichols' performance. When they met, Nichols was considering leaving Trek, but King convinced her to stay. Nichols' contributions did not stop with the civil rights movement. In the late 1970s, NASA faced criticism for its all-male astronaut corps. In response, the agency began recruiting women, and Nichols volunteered to help in the effort. Numerous women, some no doubt inspired by Uhura herself, finally got to travel to the final frontier. Threads of Destiny celebrates Star Trek's progressive vision. Star Trek has tackled many important social issues. Threads of Destiny is not only a grand celebration of a franchise icon, it also showcases the Star Trek franchise's progressive handling of social issues. It was born at a time of great unrest and upheaval in American society. Not only were civil rights on everyone's mind, but also the increasingly unpopular Vietnam War. Star Trek did not shy away from engaging with these issues, albeit dressed up in science fiction trappings. Creator Gene Roddenberry has gone on record saying he always wanted to tell stories of the human condition, but knew they would never get past network censors if presented as is, forcing him to enter the science fiction genre. Many classic original series episodes are built around criticisms of war, racism, and greed. In a now infamous Season 3 episode, Let There Be Your Last Battlefield, Star Trek gave one of its most pointed critiques of racism ever. Another third season episode, Day of the Dove, called out war and imperialism. Later entries in the Star Trek franchise, particularly Deep Space Nine, have looked at racism and colonialist methods of thinking. In a fifth season episode, Far Beyond the Stars, Captain Sisko finds himself living the life of a black science fiction writer living in the 1950s, unable to break into the field due to his skin color. Each Star Trek show calls out the social concerns and ills of its day, but at the same time are also hampered by conventions of the time. For example, Gene Roddenberry, as noted earlier, had to disguise Star Trek's critiques with aliens and spaceships. No network at the time was going to confront such issues head-on. Star Trek is finally tackling the civil rights movement head-on. Threads of Destiny pays tribute to a franchise icon. Custom still image by Anna Nieves. And now Star Trek: Deviations, Threads of Destiny is taking readers back to one of the most turbulent moments in world history, depicting it as it really was at the time. Uhura will find herself caught up in the civil rights movement. While exact plot details are mum, she will most certainly encounter prominent figures of the period. Uhura is one of Star Trek's most popular characters. She has been an inspiration to black women around the world, and an important figure in the struggle for equality. This struggle is an ongoing one, and Star Trek will continue to engage with it, pointing to a better way for humanity.